Alright, y'all. This is going to be a real quick one. Probably ain't going to be nobody in here to witness this, but I really ain't worried about it. Mostly what's important is this right here. Alright, so this is a map that I discovered here in the cYbervErse, kind of describing how stuff goes down from all the different verses that there are. So over here, this is that's the real verse right there. That's like Earth, all the real 3D science, evolution, all that shit. And then here, this right here, that the name is up here. That right there is the cYbervErse. That's where I'm stuck. That's where Fitness Frank chills at and stuff. So that's where I found myself today. It's interesting. It's really interesting. Anyways, so I have a little descriptor here. That's like the internet, video games, technology, all that type of stuff. Alright, next up we have the imagination verse. Now that is the type of stuff when people make movies or you be reading books and you got all that stuff there in your mind. Now that's the imagination verse. Next up we have the I guess it's dubbed the divine verse. Now that is an interesting one in my opinion. So that's where you'll have like ghosts and angels and stuff like that, where it can go to higher and lower dimensions and stuff like that, man. So anyways, I also made these little arrow doodads here corresponding to the different types of way that you can get from these different destinations. So I ended up, I'm not sure what happened with Fitness Frank, but I just found this out recently. I had picked up a time crystal. Now, if you see one of these things, it's around here somewhere. I'll show it to you here soon, but don't touch these things if you see them. Now, that's what brought me into the cYbervErse. So, alright, continuing on. That's one way to get in the cYbervErse. A temporary way you can't get in the cYbervErse. Say you want to try out them video games like there. Them or the VR type stuff or the metas. I think that's what it's called. Man, I don't know. I've been in here since 2008. Man, I don't know about all that new stuff. It's just mind-bogglingly bizarre. Anyways, moving on. Imagination verse. Now there is a way, say you see something in the cYbervErse, and it is manifested in your imagination verse. That's possible. And things that are in your imagination verse, you can put them into the freaking cYbervErse. You can put them on the internet, make your videos, whatever the type of stuff you do to get your imagination verse manifested creatures. This is what we call egregores right here. That's the term for this type of stuff that I'm talking about right now. It might be a little confusing because I'm horrible at explaining stuff, but all right. So the imagination verse and the fucking real verse, they intertwine as well because just like books and movies, those things. Now, I have a different theory about this, but we'll go into that some other time. Those things can be brought from the imagination verse to the real verse, and vice versa. If you see something in the real verse, you can manifest a creature in your imagination verse from that stuff that you saw in the real verse over here. And then, after that, and then you got down here is the transition between real verse and the divine verse. Now see, in the divine verse, you got like ghosts and spirits and stuff like I said, And those can have manifestations in the real verse. That's when you see, people seeing ghosts, fucking near death experiences and all that top stuff. What do we got people saying here? Yo, what's up, Red Baron? Yo, what's up, Coach Erica Love and Fitness Frank? Just coming with some quick little cYbervErse news. Found this map, explaining some of this bizarre stuff going on in here. So I just wanted to bring it to y'all real quick and test out the live stream capabilities of this top stuff right here. And yeah. But so anyways, as I was saying, divine verse to real verse. So I was raised in the Catholic faith, and we was taught that there's a God and we have souls and stuff like that. So I'm thinking maybe that's how the divine verse and the real verse would correspond to each other. Or yeah, like I said, people seeing ghosts and stuff like that. And then, your soul's down here in the real verse manifests in your body down there. And when you pass on, then it goes back down here. So what I need to figure out now is how one would get from the cYbervErse back to the real verse. Now, maybe that's what these Elon Musk type people is doing. So they can make their robots and stuff like that, and bring some of those cYbervErse creatures to the real verse and see what happens. But there are people that believe. I don't know about this. I just thought it was interesting and I found it. They believe that CERN device over there in Europe, that thing right there is a portal to one of these other verses, and by activating it, doing their science hokey pokey, they're gonna unleash some of these manifested creatures on the real verse. Now, I don't know about that, just saying. There's also people that believe the same thing about them quantum computers. I guess they might be able to manipulate molecules and atoms and stuff like that to where you can literally rewrite the fucking fabric of the real verse and change stuff around. Now, that's bizarre. I don't know about all that, but we like to keep our options open here in the cYbervErse. So yeah, what's up, y'all? Sorry, a little long-winded right there. I can barely read what people saying. But yeah. You can't hear me? For real, dude? Damn. Can you hear me now? Testing. 1, 2, testing. Damn, this thing didn't even work sound at all. Oh well. I guess if no one can hear this, then I'm just gonna fucking end it. That's fucking horrible. Wish there was a way for me to tell other than here we go. This is gonna be freaking horrible. We'll be right back. There's some technical type difficulties or something. cYbervErse acting all up. Should be working now. It's kind of freaking horrible. Yeah. So, guess I was working the whole entire time. Anyway, that was pretty much just an insane fucking person rant. Um, yeah. So there's all that stuff there about that stuff. Um, I'll see whatever else kind of stuff I can figure out, and we'll go from there. The most important thing is them booties and the bills and the blunts and stuff, and having a good time, you know, um, stuff like that. So this was a really short stream. I just wanted to present this map that had been discovered, and that's it. So yeah, we'll see you around. Bye bye. I love you and have a good day.